Yeah, man, I don't, man, it is what it is. The way I be feeling, man, about situations like that, nigga, if it was one of y'all and I felt like y'all got done like that, regardless, nigga, I don't need no explanation. Bye, nigga, fuck y'all in this league. Nigga, I felt like y'all did the homie bad, nigga. I don't care about none of that other shit you talking about.
The NFL season has hit high gear.
That's why I'm only in
week 11 on EA Sports.
But then it's still good that I don't got that love for Madden.
He will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
But it ain't came back to me, so I'm fine. Riding that hoe out. Sorry, nigga. I forgot that fight came on yesterday.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are?
I was watching like the nigga talking shit up to the fight, nigga. That nigga is so terrible.
Bro, yeah.
Like, nigga, what kind of shit do y'all got going on sometimes? That nigga said you got T-Rex arms. My dick is bigger than your arms. Like, nigga, what the fuck are we talking about?
That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand.
That's why that one video where that just saying what to that nigga had me dying. That nigga was like, what? Put everything that nigga said, what? The nigga Javante Davis is a fucking stupid.
To his tight end, it's Jonnu Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Then the nigga really can't speak like he like a real Mexican. He got that slur and all that shit.
This first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone.
The little list they be having.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
Yeah.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They had some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Manual on that shit.
Throwing Jones. This ball tipped and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
So much of this game is about leverage.
Early morning, man, huh?
No man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers
trying to take that first seed from your ass. If I wouldn't have lost the box, we would have been tied. But I lost the box, so I'm 10-3. But 11-2.
The field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take a shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And nigga, I'm fighting for that home field advantage now. I ain't trying to play the first game.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Because I don't be trying to make no motherfucking mistakes.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate.
Them little one-possession games, nigga, all motherfucking games. That should be getting tiring sometimes. Like, nigga just want to coast one game. You feel me? Let me get a coaster. Can I just coast through this motherfucker one good time?
Jones. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. An extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Man, nigga to safety. That's what I did in every league I had. The nigga performed better than actually getting intercepted. Yeah, because he will get cooked out there. For sure.
At their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers.
Oh, that's my...
That one caught by Carter. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's why
you don't see too much of.
Yeah, one week I tell you,
he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice game.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's taken down inside the 30. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult.
Give me a little 8-pack to get in there, man. Not even going to take me long. No, I used to be a gym rat, man. I was just avidly in there.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown.
Patriots.
Damian Harris, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Patriots lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Oh, yesterday.
Full connects on the extra point.
Hey, man, you fuck with that Tito's?
14-0.
Tito's vodka? Like water.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Yeah, like water, nigga. You didn't try water before, though, right?
And this will be a touchback as it sails over the end line.
80 proof. Vodka. And me turned last night.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your two current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
You like the Packers? Stop it.
Here's Rodgers.
You like the Packers?
He's airing it out for Williams.
Do I like the Packers?
Intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Like the team is decent.
The first quarter that he was hoping for.
But it's like, nigga, you already know it's gonna be a big.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize.
Yeah, they're struggling with money.
Behind them, have that short
Like I like the team,
why
but I don't
threw
like
two
the financial
interceptions.
situation.
They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks,
It's like I signed Ali Market.
and often put the ball up for
Well, I
grabs.
signed Chris Brown.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not
as far as just a jump-in team, they decent.
And that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No
He ain't got no wide
interceptions in that
receiver.
game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Credit him with a 1
Yeah,
yard
your best
gain
wide
there to
receiver
make it
is Randall
2nd and
Cobb.
9.
Then it's Alan Lazard. They got Rico Gafford at the 64. Rob Stark.
Ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going
And
on that
then
first
they got
play.
two
Yeah, I
rookies.
think the
I don't know
anticipation
if them
was felt also
got them
by the
rookies or if
defense.
them was the ones that the auto generated. They not great either. You know, they got Scantling up. They got what's his name? So your best. I mean, you got. And why in the fuck did they pick up Kylan Hill?
This
This
is
is
the
the
NFL on EA Sports.
Kylan Hill and AJ Dillon.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line.
I like the Packers.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
That's what the Packers do. Like, if the Packers had money, I wouldn't have no problem with them. They're struggling in that money area, man.
Throwing is Rodgers. And this pass broken up. And the contact.
But then, you know, since you don't really got to sign nobody
Now 4th down.
to start the season besides.
On now is the
And I think
Packers
they'll probably
punter.
market out the free agency. So all you really got to sign in free agency really got two main pieces would be Chris Burns and Alan Lazard.
Last week is his first one here.
Nigga, when I went and played, nigga, I only had like 6 years.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Patriots take over.
I need linebackers. I got Shaq. I had to pick the
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the
Team I
ball
really
again
wanted to
now
play
on
was
this
the best team in
drive
finals,
after what
but
happened
nobody
on the
ever playing
last
that
one.
big.
On the first play, give the quarterback some
See
confidence.
what happens. That one good for 10 yards.
Yep.
You put them
And
on
it'll be
PKs for extra
second
day. I
and
was so
very
about to say
short.
advance, but I just left it alone. Niggas ain't this motherfucker playing. Only nigga that really be in there playing avidly is Cleveland Browns.
Jones.
That's that nigga favorite league.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's got it.
That's what the niggas in the red talking about freaking the sit up. That's his favorite league.
But not before he's inside the 30.
How was that
Big
close?
play there for the Patriots.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there?
Oh,
A nice
man.
attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now
Y'all
a
can
first
go.
down carry for Harris.
That's why I thought I was
Down
so
right
bored.
around the 25.
Yeah, I was playing, but I was serious
Adrian
too.
Amos up to make
Like,
the
nigga,
tackle.
I was should have left with the
No
nigga.
doubt about it. A really
I was
nice
just
job
playing,
there
but I
by
was
the
serious
defense,
too. If you would have left
allowing
with
him to
him,
get to the
I wouldn't have had
perimeter.
no problem.
But that means your
If
defensive
you stayed,
ends,
it's
your
cool
outside
too.
linebackers, the guys that you pay big
You
money
definitely
to
could
stop
have
the
left with that
quarterback.
nigga.
They also have to have interest in the running game as well.
Shit.
And they did a nice job there of
Tell you
holding the
about, he
point of
told me to
attack
stay in here to
and not
whoop you.
giving ground.
He could have stayed in
Yards
there
on
and
the
did that,
completion,
nigga.
but now they face third down.
But it appears that they ran man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give some space
this shit don't mind me. No, I thought shit was the best stuff, so you can do all that shit all you want to, but
on third and short,
I'm gonna have to go ahead and just clown your ass. Either you go stop or I'm gonna stop.
Touchdown!
Really, I don't be wanting to stop.
A great effort there.
Yesterday, my nephew party, that was the reason why I stopped arguing with the nigga yesterday.
Patriots, they add on to their lead.
They didn't get back on them.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
I argue like that, nigga. You really don't know.
Rogers
I
on the
your ass
return.
2-3 days straight, nigga.
Now
This
a hit
motherfucker.
and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
Look at that
He's
happen.
into the end zone. It's a full return and a
Adrian Amos got one this
touchdown.
season.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator,
I've been trying to
right
get
now,
the
you can
strip
write
right.
his ticket.
But I feel like
towards
that's really
being a
the way
head
to call
coach.
Trump
He's
on this.
advanced in the ways of offense.
And you can bet they're preaching two
Getting that
hands on the
timing,
ball
so
here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
Fuck that shit, guys.
Rogers on the return. And taken down just past the 20. About the
Strip button on the 4,
21-yard
nigga.
line.
That shit would cause all kinds of face masks.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st and 10, here's Rogers.
Yeah, man, some of the niggas get on these, man. I just be like, man, I can't wait till we get some more
Picked
scores.
up by Jonathan Jones. And the return stops at the
Hey, nigga,
39-yard
Jersey need to
line.
hurry his ass up. T-Dell's ass
Watch
too.
the quarterback here that's obviously been around
Niggas
for a
would,
long time.
hey.
That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances,
Come on with
used to
it.
fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Oh,
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, what?
I was thinking shoot after this game.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sipping on that bottle, but
The
the gold
defense was
mine
ready to look for
nine.
that run pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity,
Trying to waste
he
one
may
of
keep
them
it
up, that's
himself
for
and get to
sure.
the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. Oh, a good move at the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's caught by Landry. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots continue to pull away here in this first half. Folk connects on the extra point, and a route is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it
I
away
use the
after the
fucking Jarvis
touchdown.
Landry on a video game. Ain't it? And 20.
Rogers on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard
2nd year
line.
in Cleveland. First
A
third.
reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in
Balling
Orlando.
in
Coach will
Miami,
have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Weak-ass QB. Did he get picked up again, Landry?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
There's a lot of niggas still out there right now.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job.
Only team that ain't had a player arrested in the last 5 years.
Into the offensive backfield.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. And the defense coming through.
There's been a nigga on every team arrested in the last 5 years. I know who our shit was. That shit was that bum-ass quarterback, that white boy. That motherfucker went to jail for trespassing and drunk. A couple years back. I think that nigga played for the Texans, nigga. Or he used to play for the Texans. He might not play for them.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
On with the Browns. We got Baker Mayfield, or he's still on the Browns.
Ready to go. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late.
Don't nobody want that nigga either.
Meanwhile,
that's the bad thing.
Here into the hands of Harry. And this offense going to left to burn a timeout.
I remember when the Panthers posted that shit, nigga, on their Twitter, that nigga Robbie Anderson jumped on that shit quick, like, nigga, don't do that.
In the 2nd quarter.
You not pick that nigga Baker Mayfield up.
Jones.
Like, damn, Robbie. You want to better than Teddy Bridgewater?
He's going to get this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a round. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, no, he's still there. Damn.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And
the Warriors win well.
Drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the 2nd half.
Miami beat y'all. I think they do win.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that
I think y'all can, because y'all are better defensively.
About that,
but I don't
the
think
defensive front, they got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
They talking about sending
first down
DeAndre Ayton and Clint Capella swapping them niggas.
Get to the 43-yard line.
Well, maybe this
Because the Suns don't feel like DeAndre Ayton worth that money. From what I read, they don't feel like that nigga worth the bread that he wants.
Because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long.
If you go and look at the playoffs,
and a first down.
And he'll take it across the 50 and
this was
into
terrible.
good territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8
Who was he playing? They put up their stats against somebody. One of the centers that they played in the series.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45.
It was a big drop-off. It's like, nigga, the nigga's still young. This is his 2nd postseason. What are y'all talking about?
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, you ain't getting shit outside of Capella. Unless he be like Dwight Howard and he balls and get a 3 later on in his career.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd
Dwight
and
is still
11.
in his
This defense just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Running right, Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. About to go in here and make me an empty 7 real quick.
To throw is Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
We've been on that last one,
nigga. 29. And he's able to break it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all.
I get called by the computer, by online.
Third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish.
I mean, the shit is cool.
Really upset on their
I
team.
just saying, I ain't got my combos yet.
They're going to be
Like, so, like when I jump online, like, nigga, when you get hit with 3-4 combos, nigga, half your health from damn near gone. Nigga, this nigga got your body, you nigga yellow already. Nigga, your head damn near a light red. Like, come on, bruh.
Sometimes having to hang out all day and play.
Nigga, then them niggas know how to get on there and do all the little different aerials and shit.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that.
And I still don't know how to. I gotta go back and do the tutorial because they actually want to do the tutorial. I think they asked me about.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete.
So
and he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And everyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit. You can forget
they do shit like that when they bring an unexperienced coach in.
This team's going to continue
like
to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
LeBron coaching, nigga.
End zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this
Mark
kind of
Jackson
lead,
up there,
you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers 28.
Stan Van Gundy out there.
58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Got his man, that's Harry.
They Frosty for the first row reveal of Modern Warfare.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see.
I just said it on the thing. It didn't even get no date. That's it. That's just today. And that's why it ain't got no date.
Now Jones on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
I ain't fucked with the bottom pass all this year.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Off play action. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Did that nigga Lamar ever get that gun?
Possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Landry now on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Jones now on 3rd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
On 1st down, it's Harris, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 74 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Pats add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Folk, and it is 42-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Caught on the right side by Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And some room to maneuver.
Oh, wow.
And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big run there by Jones.
You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there. Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point pretty close to that right upright, but he does get it to go as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success.
I don't know the fuck did they put this on here.
Standard way in this game, and here, this little tap pass,
Serpentine.
good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Sprinting reduces incoming damage from bullets, explosives, and fire by 20%.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has
definitely
been
about to throw that on instead of this cold-blooded. Fuck a spy playing.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Gotta keep our defense out of the headphones.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do.
Never play with them. We still catch dubs with them.
This has been a master class in offensive
can't be that
football
bad.
we've been here to witness.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's
I just don't be like them hoes. Them hoes getting niggas' ears hot, then it be a wrap after that. Once the niggas' ears get hot, no, I'm cool. I don't want that shit on at all. The rest of the day.
Space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Shit.
Again, it's Harris.
You are not me, Showtime.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues.
But know what hot he is.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On third down, here's Harris. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Game 7 tonight.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but